Good evening and welcome to a very special interview show of The Prode. Just a few days ago, the international terrorist organization Hamas perpetrated a cowardly attack on the innocent citizens of Israel. This attack involved launching more than 5,000 rockets and assaults through sea and land routes, constituting acts of terrorism that blatantly disregarded the human rights of innocent Israeli civilians. Israel has taken a decisive action against Hamas terrorists, destroying their bunkers, safe houses, operational terror camps, and offices, and several terrorists have been neutralized in the response. Joining me to discuss all this is Deputy Ambassador of Israel at the United Nations, Ms. Michal Maayan. Thank you so much, ma'am, for your time and a very warm welcome to the show.
Thank you, Ritwij, for the invitation.
Ma'am, first of all, I would like to offer my condolences on behalf of the channel and all of us here in India to all those who have lost their lives. And my first question to you would be, how do you and the country of Israel see the whole tragic series of incidents that have occurred?
So I want to thank you for your condolences. It joins a long list of condolences and support we have been receiving from India, starting from the Prime Minister to the common people writing us messages. So we highly appreciate it. We have been under this vicious attack on October 7th. More than 1,000 terrorists have infiltrated our territory from the Gaza Strip. Like you mentioned, we are now talking about a number of 1,400 people who have been slaughtered, who were hiding from the missile and rocket attacks. The number, according to now, because the attacks are continuous, missiles are being fired all the time. So we are now on over 7,000 rockets and missiles. This was a vicious attack, pogrom. We haven't seen the likes in all our history since the World War II and the Holocaust. We have seen brutality, unimaginable brutality. And I would say on two levels. First of all, people did horrible things to civilians, to women, children, elderly. And on a second level, they took videos and celebrated these horrible acts. So we are now in a state of war. We are at war with the vicious terrorist organization Hamas, and we will do whatever it takes to protect our citizens and to make sure that we no longer have that threat on our borders.
Yeah. So what are the next steps? I mean, what is the next way forward to this conflict, which has taken the shape of a war? And to what extent will Israel go and protect the rights of its civilians and prevent such future attack from happening?
So we have two main objectives. First, we are concerned about almost 200 hostages. During that horrible day, October 7th, beyond the carnage that we saw, we also witnessed a severe war crime. They have taken hostages, and they have taken women, children, babies, Holocaust survivors, elderlies, people with disabilities. 199 people were taken into the Gaza Strip, and they're being used as pawns and human shields. So our first goal is to make sure we can get every single person back to his family. And our second goal is to dismantle the terrorist infrastructure in Gaza. And that means getting to every single person that was involved in this vicious attack and making sure that Hamas will cease to exist. So that's what we're going to do. That's what we're focusing on. It is a very horrible war, I won't lie. Our population is under continuous attack. I can share that my family is spending time in shelters every day. And of course, unfortunately, we can see also that the population of Gaza, the civilian population of Gaza, is suffering. And we lament that. That is not our objective. Our objective is to reach the terrorists. But unfortunately, these terrorists are using their own populations as human shield while firing at our civilian population. That is a double war crime. And we will do whatever it takes to make it stop.
Yeah, I mean, many people around the globe hold this belief that, Israel is wrong in this whole conflict, and it's the people of Palestine who are victims, claiming that Israel has unlawfully occupied Palestinian territory. This is what their perspective is. So, what is your response, to this perspective?
First, I want to say that there's no possible way to justify or contextualize the horrible things we've seen on October 7th. Our expectations from the international community is a global condemnation of these acts. And unfortunately, some countries don't deem it fit to do that because we're fighting the terrorists. But these terrorists are driven by a terror-sponsoring country, which is the Islamic Republic of Iran, who's actively supporting these actions. And I would also say that our fight is not against the Palestinian people. And the terrorist organization Hamas has done nothing for the Palestinian cause, for the Palestinian people. We have seen millions of dollars go into the Gaza Strip over the years. We have collaborated in projects for the well-being of the people of Gaza, but all that money, all of that infrastructure material that went into Gaza has been used in order to construct a death machine and bring destruction not only upon our civilian population, but also on the people of Gaza. So that is a message I would like to share with your viewers.
Yeah, in the midst of ongoing challenges, what are the key diplomatic initiatives or solutions that Israel is actively pursuing to bring a lasting resolution to the conflict?
So Israel has been a strong supporter of peace in the Middle East. We are looking for stability in the Middle East. We can see that through all our initiative and peace accords, amongst them the Abraham Accords that were signed a few years ago. That is our goal. But in order to reach that goal, we must ensure there are no terrorist organizations that are trying to destroy us, that are openly calling for genocide. We need to reach a world where all the countries in the Middle East recognize Israel's right to exist and to live in the Middle East. That is not the situation at the moment. So right now we're focusing on this war. It's not going to be a quick solution because we're looking for a long time solution to the problem. Things won't be the way they were. This is not an escalation. This is an all-out war, and we're very determined to make sure that we will eliminate the terrorist threat that is sitting on our borders.
So I would like to conclude the discussion by asking that what impact will this conflict have on the global world order? And we have observed substantial support for Israel from countries worldwide, particularly from India, both on social media and in diplomatic terms. So, as an Israeli diplomat, how do you view this support and what message do you have for millions of your supporters here in India?
So first, I want to repeat what I said at the beginning. That support is not taken for granted. It's highly appreciated. I can tell you on a personal level, I get a lot of messages that really give me strength in a very dark time for us. And I will also like to say that, we are fighting a fight for the free world, for the world that believes in democracy and morality and in values that I believe Israel and India share. And we're fighting the terrorist organization, but it's a fight that we're doing not just for ourselves, but for the values we believe in. And it really is important for us to receive these messages of support, to hear the people who are actually listening to the facts, who are not sharing misinformation that is very prevalent online. We are seeing some people saying that these horrible events, the massacre of October 7th, didn't happen. Unfortunately, it did. We are still burying the people. We are still in the process of recognizing the people that were killed during that horrible time. And truly, the support of India, the support of the people of India, the leadership of India, the Prime Minister is highly valuable, and we are very grateful for it.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your time. Once again, it has been a pleasure speaking to you, and we sincerely hope that situation improves soon. On behalf of 1.4 billion Indian people, I want to convey that we stand very firmly with you during this ongoing challenges. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Thank you.